But what happens when we grow older and stop believing in Santa? Well, let's listen. Let's listen into a special Christmas edition of Dragnet. This is the season. My name is Wednesday. My partner is Frank Jones. The chief, Kevin Kellogg. December the 24th, Christmas Eve. They brought in a guy named Grudge, and I heard that they booked him on the blood ran cold. Was a 409-6325-096704, not believing in Santa Claus. 4:35 p.m. I'm working the holiday watch at the homicide division with Frank.
Hang up your stockings yet, Joe?
Yep, just before I come down. You too, Frank?
Yeah, always do. Hung it up early just in case I got to work late tonight. I wouldn't want to miss out on when Santa Claus comes, you know?
Sure would be a shame.
What are you going to do tomorrow, Joe? What are you going to do on Christmas? You got any plans?
Nah, nothing much.
Oh, why don't you come by the house, Joe? We're having Christmas dinner. You know, all the trimmings.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey, celery stuffing, oysters maybe, chestnuts.
Uh-huh.
All the trimmings. Cranberry sauce. Love to have you.
Mm-hmm.
The missus always fixes a plate of relish with the little carrot sticks. You know, olives, pickled scallions. Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. You ever notice that, Joe?
Ever notice what, Frank?
How all people call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
Scallions.
Anytime after 2, Joe. Love to have you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll see you.
Oh, well, love to have you.
Well, I'll see you.
The missus always fixes a plate of relish with them little carrot sticks. You know, the little carrot sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Olives, pickles, scallions.
Mm-hmm. Let's not go through that again.
Love to have you. Go through what again, Joe?
How most folks call them green onions, but they're actually really scallions.
Oh, you noticed that too, huh, Joe?
Homicide, Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the matter, Joe? What's the matter, Joe?
Bringing the guy in under 409-6325-0967.
You mean?
Yeah, not believing in scallions. I mean, Santa Claus. (6:29 p.m.) We questioned the guy who didn't believe in Santa Claus, a guy named Grudge. Says here, your name's Grudge, that right?
Yeah.
Said you didn't believe in Santa Claus.
It's hard to believe what you said. Do you really say that?
Sure, I said it. How do you know there's a Santa Claus? You got a picture of him?
No, mugshot.
Any fingerprints?
Mm-hmm. No latent prints. I just know, that's all. It's like saying there isn't an Easter bunny.
That's another guy there ain't none of.
Uh-huh. Watch your story, mister.
Joe, he just said that to make me feel bad, didn't he? There really is an Easter bunny, isn't there, Joe?
Listen, Grudge, didn't I pick you up 3 years ago on a 1492 for not believing in Columbus?
Yeah, I don't believe in Cleveland or Cincinnati either.
How about Toledo?
I ain't made up my mind about Toledo.
Okay, mister, I get the picture. Now you don't believe in nothing, do you?
Nah, nothing. You want to know something else?
What's that?
I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk right out of this room because you guys ain't got nothing on me. There ain't no law against not believing in Santa Claus.
There is in my book. Let me tell you something, mister. I'm going to prove there is a Santa Claus if it takes me all night.
Yeah, pretty funny. The police department's got nothing else better to do.
Let me straighten you out, buddy. This one's on Frank and me. Right, Frank? Right? Frank?
There really is an Easter bunny, isn't there, Joe? You know, hippity-hopping down the bunny trail.
I took Grudge over to the helicopter, got in, flew around the city for hours. I showed him department stores. Yeah. What's hurrying in and out of those department stores, Grudge?
Happy people, but I ain't impressed.
I showed him stockings. How are those stockings hung, Grudge?
By the chimney with care, but I didn't hang none up.
I showed him children nestled all snug in their beds. What's dancing in their heads, Grudge?
Visions of sugar plums. But you ain't selling me. There ain't no Santa Claus.
He still didn't believe. There was only one thing left to do. My job? Get to the North Pole. 11:45 p.m., we arrived at the North Pole. I set the plane down. We walked over to Santa's workshop, rang the bell. Pardon me, sir. Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, sure. Just tickle me to death.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a brownie.
What are you doing at the North Pole with a southern accent?
Well, the boss sort of ran short of help this year, so we had to recruit a few of us brownies from the South Pole.
That figures.
What a waste of time.
Can we talk to your boss, please?
Oh, he's out. You would come on this one night out of the whole year.
Mm-hmm. What's your particular job, Mr. Brownie?
My boss has 8 tiny reindeer. My job, feed them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. What do you feed them?
Well, most times I fix up a little plate of relish. Olives, pickles, and them carrot sticks. You know them little old carrot sticks?
Mm-hmm.
And scallions.
Most folks call them green onions, but they're not really scallions.
How did you know?
Just a stab in the dark. The little man showed us through the workshop.
My boss will be back for a second load pretty soon. Say, would you all like to hear an interesting story?
Yes, sir.
Well, you see that huge pile of presents over there?
Uh-huh.
Man, look at all that stuff.
Would you believe they're all for the same man, been piling up here year after year?
Why didn't a guy ever get them?
Yeah, why?
'Cause he didn't believe in my boss. You know the rules.
Mm-hmm. We know.
Uh-oh. I don't suppose there's no chance that this guy, can still,
Still get the presents? Oh, sure. He gets them all the minute he believes, but I don't suppose he ever will.
Too bad about that guy. What's his name?
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
Come on, Mr. Brownie. What's his name?
His name? Grudge.
The brownie saw us to the door, wished us Merry Christmas. We were heading back to the plane when it happened.
Hey,
Yeah, Grudge?
that guy I said I didn't believe in?
Who's that?
Santa Claus.
Yes, sir.
You think I'm too old to change my mind?
You're never too old to change, Mr. Grudge.
Well, then I do believe in Santa Claus and Columbus.
How about Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Easter Bunny?
Yeah, all them too.
And Toledo?
I still hadn't made up my mind about Toledo.
Look, Grudge, up in the sky. He's coming back for a second load.
It's Santa Claus. It's Santa Claus.
He's the only guy I know who can make everybody happy in one night.
Yeah, he must have the biggest heart in the whole world.
Yeah, it's about the size of it. How about that? If there is hope for Grudge, there is hope for all of us.